The Wiggles' Anthony Field reveals the light bulb moment that continues to inspire his songwriting. Exclusive. The Australian children's music group's new album, Wiggle Up, Giddy Up, is out now. After 34 years in the Wiggles, Anthony Field, the sole remaining original member, approaches songwriting with the same desire to spark joy in children. On Friday, March 7th, the Wiggles released their new album Wiggle Up, Giddy Up. Field, also known as the Blue Wiggle, is opening up about finding inspiration for the music, the band's legacy, and more. With children, of course, everything's special. Field, 61, tells people, one of the best lessons I ever gave. When I was preschool teaching, I got the vacuum cleaner out, and I was showing them how to vacuum up dirt and stuff, he says. And I kept that 3-year-old classroom entertained for the longest time ever, Field adds. And that was a real light bulb moment when I realized, yeah, as adults, it's not a big deal getting on a bus. For a child, that's a great adventure. Since the Wiggles formed in Sydney in 1991, the band, which since expanded to 8 members, has released over 60 albums. With Wiggle Up, Giddy Up, Field hopes that children get a proper introduction to country music if it's not something they were brought up with. I always say to the Wiggles, because the last of the originals left, you've got to treat every project like it's the first time they've seen the Wiggles, he says. The original Wiggles lineup included Murray Cook, Jeff Fatt, and Greg Page. I just try my best to get the best out of everybody, so the children at the end are smiling and having a great time, Field continues. The album also includes a star-studded lineup of features including Dolly Parton, Dasha, Lainey Wilson, Orville Peck, Mackenzie Porter, Morgan Evans, and more. How did the Wiggles land such starry collaborations? Each artist is passionate about giving back and being a positive influence for children. We love Dolly's music. I can't tell you how many tears were shed when Dolly agreed to come on this album and send us some songs to do with her, he says of working with the 9 to 5 singer. Orville Peck. Now, my daughter, Lucia, who is in the Wiggles, she absolutely loves Orville Peck. When he said he was on board, well, I didn't know much about Orville. I'm a little out of touch, but when I saw him and heard him, he's just a winner and a lovely man. We met him in Sydney, adds Field. Reflecting on legacy of the Wiggles, which began as a university project, Field says their success was a series of happy accidents. Though the original members have moved on, he still keeps in touch with them. Field, meanwhile, plans to keep going for as long as he can. I'm so happy it worked out how it did, and I'm so happy that I'm still doing it. And the boys, the original boys, are always so enthusiastic and supportive that the Wiggles are still going, he says. I've asked Simon, who's been Wiggle now for 13 years, I think, Simon, if one day comes that I'm not with it, and I don't know, tap me on the shoulder, and it might be time to go then, Field concludes. But I don't see myself retiring as long as I'm still contributing.